Hello everyone and welcome back to my class. You know that I am Halima Nisan, teacher and junior lecturer of Elizabeth High School and Junior College. So in today's class we will discuss about the 16th lesson, which is related to the social history second paper, and chapter name is the election process in India. As we know that it is a vast country like India, which has an enormous population. It is never possible for all the people to gather and take a decision. So here the need of the election arises. India is the largest democratic country in the world. So since independence, here the strong basis for the democratic value was laid by the elections only. So here the Election Commission of India conduct the elections in our country. So this commission frames a code of conduct to the political parties. It declares the result of the elections and the submits on the central or the state authority concerned here. So by this it becomes the easy to form the government. Get it? Election Commission of India. In this, the Election Commission of India came into the existence on the 25th January in 1950. This is an autonomous constitutional body. With its authority, it prepares the electoral rolls and the conduct elections to Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state legislative bodies, and the president and the vice president here. The Chief Election Commissioner is the head of the Election Commission of India. Here the constitution grants a certain powers to the Chief Election Commissioner to conduct the elections for the central and the state legislative elections for the central and the state legislature in a smooth and in a fair manner. So she or he from the Indian civil services, and his or her tenure is the 6 years or up to the 65 years of age, whichever is earlier. So here the Election Commission of India had only the one election commissioner, and the 3 members of the commissioner has become into the existence from the 1933 with the one chief election commission and the 2 election commissioners here. So in Indian political system, the election commission has been playing an important role after the TN sessions from 1990 to 1996 here assumed the office. Here the election commission earned a considerable popularity. He took the much for the eradication and the corruption in the elections of India. Here there was a nationwide designation to the powers of the election commission here. The function of the election commission is that the article 324 to 329 part 15 of the constitution states the formation, power and the functions of the election commission here. The constitution gives some more powers to the election commission to conduct the elections, and the functions are classified as the administrative functions and advisory functions and the quasi-judicial functions here. After this, the political parties in election. Here the political party is formed when it has the written code of the conduct and the registered at the election commission here, and the party symbols can be allotted by the election commission, and based on the modality in the elections, here the parties are declared by the election commission regional or the national parties. If a party wins the 30 of the valid votes are the 3 assembly seats, and it is declared as the regional party, and a party can be recognized is more than 1 seat, and if a party is recognized in 4 states with the 6% of the valid votes or 11 Lok Sabha MP seats from 4 different states, it will be, and it is called as a national party. Get it here? Elections, the code of conduct. Here the election commission announces the schedule of the elections. Model code of the conduct comes into the effect, and all the people and the candidates contending the elections shall abide by the rules and regulations of the election commission here. And here the violation of these rules and regulations is treated as the malpractices for which the disciplinary action shall be initiated. And here the conducting rallies and the public gathering. Here the political parties shall obtain the prior permissions from the local police to conduct the public gathering, and they should inform the police about the place gathering and its time, so that the police could make the arrangements and to protect law and regulations and order and regularize the traffic movements here. And they must take the prior permission to use the loudspeakers. If anyone objects to the conduct of the public gathering, they shall not directly attack, instead inform the police. So after this, here the ruling party at the time of elections, there is a chance to the ruling party to influence the voters by misusing the powers. So here the election commission had laid down some rules and regulations, and they are like: the ruling party leaders shall not misuse the powers, they should not use the bureaucracy for the party related works, and their official votes and the party related visits shall not be mingled here, and they should not use the government vehicles for the campaigning. And before giving the announcements on the TV, and the political parties shall obtain the permission of the election commission. All these are rules and regulations for the ruling party. Get it here. After this, now we will see about the voting mechanism. Here the chief election officers in the district make the elaborate arrangements to conduct the polls, and they depute the polling personnel as the presenting officers and the polling officers to every polling booth to conduct the polls here. Here the election commission appoints the observers to monitor the polls and on the polling day. So here on the day of the poll, all the voters, those names are enrolled in the electoral list, are allotted to cast their votes. So here the polling agents, assistants, the polling the staff to identify the voters who are the appointed by the contesting candidates. Here the indelible ink is applied to the left forefinger before they cast their vote, and here the EVM is not there. EVM means here the electronic voting machine is not there. Swastika mark is there, shall be applied on the ballot papers folded in a proper manner and put it in the ballot box. And after the completion of the polling, here the EVMs or the ballot boxes are sealed and brought to the counting centers here. Here the counting of the votes take place at the counting centers, and the candidate who secures the highest number of the votes is declared as the elected. Here the general elections are conducted for every 5 years at a national and state level. Before the completion of 5 years tenure, if the elections are held for either assemblies or the parliament, are called mid-term elections, and the elections are conducted for one or more vacancies are termed as the by-elections here. So after this, now we will see the vote to reject, nota, N-O-T-A. Here means none of the above. So here, on the basis of the judgment given by the Supreme Court in 2030 in the case of the People's Union of Civil Liberties, here nota is introduced. The Supreme Court started that the nota is the part of the freedom of expression. Here nota was the first introduced as an option in the state assembly elections held in Delhi, Mizoram, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh in 2013. So here nota is an option only. It does not affect the either the winning or the losing capability of the candidates. Here, even though the highest number of the votes are the polled for nota, here the candidate who secures the second position would be declared win here. So by this nota, we have completed our 16th chapter, that is the election process in India. Thank you.